Welcome. This task video is designed to demonstrate the major steps you will need to complete when performing this task in the live system. In this topic, we will walk through the steps for adding a new manifest for an emergency spill in the HWP Registry. We'll begin this process from Facilities tab on the Hazardous Waste Registry homepage. Here we can see the spill site, or EGR facility, is on the top row. To add a new manifest for this facility, then select the New Manifest button on the same row. The Manifest Wizard page displays with the Carrier tab selected, which is prompting us to select a carrier. Note that by starting the New Manifest process on the Facilities tab, we basically selected the generator, and effectively saved ourselves a step in the process. Now we need to search for the carrier we want to use for the manifest. In the Enter Search Terms Here field, you can search by entering a carrier's ECA number, company name, mailing address, or email. Note that once you enter at least 5 characters in the search field, search results will be displayed in the lower table. Continue to enter more characters to narrow the search results. In this example, based on the partial company name entered, one carrier is shown in the search results. When the correct carrier is shown in the Search for a Carrier table, click the radio button to select it. We are now presented with the carrier pop-up window, where we can enter the carrier contact and vehicle information, if known. This information can also be entered later by the carrier at the time of waste pickup. Additional vehicles can be added as well as driver information, if desired. Once complete, click Save. The carrier is now shown in the selected carriers table. Note that if we would like to edit the carrier information, or even remove it from the manifest, we can click here. In this example, we're all good with the carrier selected, so we will click the Save and Next button. Next, we are moved to the Select Intended Receiver page. As with the previous page, we must now search and select a receiver for the manifest. In the Search for an Intended Receiver table, we will again use the Enter Search Terms Here field to search by either ECA number, company name, receiving facility address, or email to find the receiver we intend to use for the manifest. As before, search results appear in the table after 5 or more characters are entered in the search field. In this example, based on the company name entered, one receiver is shown in the search results. When the intended receiver is shown in the Search for a Carrier table, click the radio button to select it. The intended receiver for the manifest is now shown in the selected Intended Receiver table. Once we've reviewed the information, we'll click the Save and Next button. We've moved to the Waste Information tab. Here you can confirm you have the correct facility selected for the manifest. Now, scroll down to view the rest of the page. Note that only active waste streams associated with the EGR facility are shown in the table. Click the Add icon to select the waste stream to the manifest. Once a waste stream is selected for the manifest, verify it shows in the selected waste table. After all waste streams have been added, then scroll down to the bottom of the page. Here select the Save and Next button to continue. The next page for waste shipping information is now presented. At the top of the page, we see the waste information for the waste stream selected on the previous page. The only required shipping information fields are the shipping name, quantity shipped, and the unit of measure associated with the quantity. The remaining shipping information fields are optional, and are thus not required on Ontario manifests. Scroll down to complete the bottom portion of the page. In the Shipping Details section, the only required fields here are the scheduled shipment date and the scheduled arrival date. Once complete, select Save and Next. We are now presented with the last page of the manifest entry process, the review page. First of all, at the top right, we can see that the manifest is in draft status. To the left of that, We can also see the message that the manifest is ready for shipment, as indicated by the green check marks for all the section summaries. Below that, tracking information associated with the manifest is shown, followed by a summary of the major sections of the manifest for the generator, carrier, intended receiver, and waste information, which is shown on a different tab. Scroll down the page to review the section summaries. Here we can review the summary information sections for the carrier and intended receiver. You can click Edit to update and complete any section of the manifest from this view. Note in the carrier information section, you can also add additional carriers right from this view if needed. Now let's scroll back up to the top of the summary page. Select the Waste tab to review the summary for that section. You may need to scroll down to view all the summary. After you have reviewed the manifest and are satisfied with the contents, then select the Ready for Signatures button. Note that the manifest status changes to awaiting signatures. Now as the generator, if we are ready to sign, we select Sign Manifest. We must select the checkbox to certify the manifest information is correct. And then select Confirm. Now, back on the manifest page, we see the status has changed to awaiting carrier signature, and the tracking information box has been updated. From here, we'll select Back to Dashboard to return and monitor the emergency spill manifest. Here on the Manifests tab of the HWP Registry homepage, we can view the emergency manifest that we just created, and monitor it through the rest of the process. This concludes the review of the steps for adding a new manifest for an emergency spill in the HWP Registry.